Okay, so the first gesture, where she says I'm not particularly fond of politics, but I am very fond of power and influence. So on power, you're gonna bring your right hand across your belly and grab the left side. And then on influence, you're gonna come up into a fist with this left hand and punch into your diaphragm and kind of hover over into a contraction, like somebody's knocked the wind out of you, but nice and slow. So I'm not particularly fond of politics, but I am very fond of power and influence. Kind of like that. So you can kind of curve over this way. When she says, when she says, the opulence is mind altering. So when you're saying opulence, basically you're just making a little circle with your hand. And maybe like 5 or 6 times, just a little circle at the wrist, kind of like whoop-de-fucking-do, but, you know, as a joke. Right? Get it? 6 times. Okay, that's great, whatever. Then, and then she also says, I've seen greater displays of opulence, so again, same thing, just talking 6 times, whatever. Okay. He used to be handsome. When you say he used to be handsome, you'll put your right hand up, almost like you're looking at your fingernails, and then you're going to curve the hand around, like you're cupping a ball there, and then looking into your hand. And then look at your elbow and let your hand come down. So, he used to be handsome. You know, whatever, however you need to say it. And then also, did you know he used to be handsome also, but he was handsome once. So all those times, every time handsome, do-do-do, okay. La la la. Anytime she's talking about a mission, I'm there on a mission, my goal is to complete that mission to the best of my abilities. There's another point where she says, I just went along with it for the course, for the mission. And then the next thing she says, or another part she says is, but somehow I got through the recital with hands so small, I did very well. And so those points, you're going to take this mission gesture, where you just bring your hands behind your head, interlace the fingers. They start with your elbows kind of next to your eyeballs, well, in line with your eyes, this way. And then slowly, you're going to open the elbows and press the chest forward and raise your gaze up. Kind of like you're in a full Nelson, kind of stuck here, but it looks nice because you're bringing your chest forward. So really imagine that there's a line, or like something stabbing through your sternum to push you forward that way. So you're opening here for the mission. Yeah? So I'm there on a mission. My goal is to complete the mission as best of my abilities. Okay. Anytime that you say the word mania, break from whatever you're doing. So the first time before the surgery and the mania. Oh, so he used to be handsome. Whatever. Before the surgery and the mania, and then continue talking. So just break really abruptly out of whatever it is, and then keep talking. Another time it's another part, but you're doing this. Oh, hold on, second. Always so good as a child when she's talking about her parents raising her and their strict yada yada. When she says that she was so good, you're gonna do the same gesture as influence in the beginning. So you're just gonna take power out of it, but you're gonna use influence. So you're gonna take your left hand, make a fist, push in. Always so good as a child. Okay. Okay, she loves the way the music feels, but she has a hard time living in the gray areas. So on the parts where she's talking about loving the way that the music feels, just sway, letting your arms kind of, almost like you're letting your arms kind of letting your fingers kind of dip into a pool, like you're sitting in a pool, you know, and you're just kind of like, dee 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 dee, fingers dipping into the pool. This is lovely, great. So what is it? I love the way playing music makes me feel, but I have a real problem living in the gray areas. So, but I have a real problem living in the gray areas. You walk around in a circle to the right. So I love the way that it makes me feel, but I have a real problem living in the gray areas. And then come back to the front. Talk, talk, talk. That also happens when she's talking about playing chamber music with her friends. Okay, so playing chamber music takes me away from myself. We speak of our group as amateurs, but a few of us have, I consider them like my family. A few of us have played professionally for years before taking a more secure route and becoming lawyers or law professors. So again, taking that circle, coming back to center, meeting on dead center. Okay, and then when you're talking about Gaddafi and his rise to power, you will say he rose to power and tried to make things more comfortable for his constituents. Wages rose, yada yada, leadership, set up government programs for the poor. Have you read the Green Book? State-sponsored terrorism, and the mania. And you drop away from that. So you're speaking, you're saying that whole chunk, and it's really tense, and you're holding and you're speaking, whatever, and then the mania. And you drop out of it, and then continue talking. Okay, and then Black Flower in the White House. He plays this, its company's Black Flower in my house. So your arms are gonna come up to about shoulder height. They're in this goalpost position, and they're parallel to the floor. You're out. You're also gonna let your left hip come out. You're gonna bend your right knee, and you're gonna look kind of up and over to the left slightly. So Black Flower in the White House. And it's kind of like a feminine, curvaceous position. And then keep this position or come right out of it, or you could continue speaking, moving the head here, or you can gently come out of it and continue talking. And then the very last part, Lisa, 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 you can take these sways maybe, whatever feels right. Yes, so that's all. Let me know if you have any questions.